Earth, our final frontier. We have traveled deep through space and have found your planet in need. We hope we can help you relax, Earthlings. Relax and join us.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to another edition of the SenseNet Collective's Earth Transmissions. Hi, Paul. Yay. Good to see you lurking here on the other channel. Hey, man. How's your week going? It's so funny when I see people like in here from our other stream. I'm like, oh, hey, I know that name. Oh man, sorry guys, I started a little late. I have been so exhausted lately, but I think it was really more, I completely tore down my entire studio now that I pretty much have, I think, like the computers and the setup that I want, and I tore it all down and completely redid my wiring. I am happy to say there are zero wires hanging down from my desk. Like zero. It is amazing. You walk into the room and underneath the desk, it looks totally clean. I am so stoked about this. I know there's other cord OCD people out there. Like, I spent almost like, it was 3 to 4 hours that I spent underneath my desk rerouting everything. And we're not just talking about like a computer and two monitors. I have a shit ton of peripherals. I mean, my lights, my studio lighting, my stream deck, my keyboards, my other keyboard, like everything is just, awesome. Hi, Paul. Aside from being tired, I'm doing good. I'm doing good. So, and I have a new, not new, but the topics we're going to go over today before we start the game are, as you see, can we travel in space without fuel? Specifically, we're going to talk about gravitational orbiting or gravity assist. It, you've heard it referred to like in sci-fi as slingshotting, um, but we're actually going to go into the science behind how that works. Um, gravity assist projection. What's the word? Propulsion. Nice, Molly. Yeah, I'm hoping to do like, I love sci-fi, and I love when writers and designers really take a hard look at how science can advance in the future. But there's so many cool things that go on right now with our planet and space and in the science world that you would think it's sci-fi that we don't know about. So I get to learn stuff too in the meantime. I'm like, what is slingshotting? I understand the concept. I've seen it in movies and books. I even named one of my tracks after it called the Saul Slingshot. So let's actually get to the nitty gritty of it. But first, I have an animal for you this week. This animal is so super cute and adorable, and they are extremely endangered. So, we're going to learn a little bit about them and another animal on our planet that is worth saving. Almost all of them are worth saving. I thought Slingshot was the name of a drink. I think it is a drink. Or am I thinking, no, you got the Moscow Mule. Oh, the something sling. Is it the Singapore sling or Ah, I forget what the name of it is. Yeah, it's a classic cocktail. All right, guys, well, let's go over to Rachel. Since I started late, let's cut the chit chat. Let's get into our segment so we can start playing here. Alrighty, and we'll be right back after we learn about the new rare Earthling of the week.
Hello, Earthlings, and welcome back to another segment where we get to learn about your planet and share with you the rare and exotic animals that we have found. Today's animal is going to be the Speaks Gazette. The Speaks Gazette is named as such because it was named after John Hanning Speke, who was an English explorer of Central Africa. These animals are the smallest of the gazelles, about only 2 feet high, and they used to be in extremely large numbers, but now they're very endangered. They live mainly in Africa, and as of 2008, they were classified as endangered. And let's watch. Oh, I forgot to put the slideshow. Oh, not that one. There we go. So here's some more images of them. They're mainly out in the grasslands and the flatlands. And here's a quick video about them.
This is the Speaks gazelle, the smallest of the gazelle species.
Things. I think it's pretty interesting how their noses do that. And here's some images. There you go. On that side right there of them. Oh, there's the nose. There you go. I can see it puffs up as it did in the video. But these poor little creatures, they're so tiny and they're losing their land. Again, like most animals that are endangered on this planet, we've discovered it's the humans that are largely helping them to become endangered. So we're realizing here at the collectives, I think we need to have some stern talks with a lot of the humans out there. Well, let's go back to SenseNet and we'll go watch actually a technique that our starship uses to travel. And one of the main reasons we're able to get from galaxy to galaxy, we actually use gravity assist all the time. Oh, there's a nose again. Look how cute. All right, let's go back to SenseNet. See you next week, everyone, with a new rare earth animal. Okay.
Okay. There we go. Yeah, so I was trying. Sometimes the animals are going to be, either unusual looking or rare or like hard to find, or they could be animals that are just really endangered. It just sort of depends. Yeah. Yeah, sorry. She Rachel was taking over my mic there for a second. Oh my gosh, I gotta cut my bangs. They're so long. Um well yeah, Rachel mentioned how in our research we're finding a lot of the animals who are becoming endangered is largely due to habitat destruction. And so one of the things that you can do to help these animals and their environment is make sure when you buy materials and fabrics or food that you're looking for certified stickers. For instance, lots of times products will have certified rainforest tags on them, so you know that the rainforest, it didn't come from illegal deforestation. A huge component is palm oil. Um, I don't even know how many acres of the rainforest have been burnt down to make palm oil fields. And because the governments are so corrupt, it happens all the time. So I do not buy anything with palm oil. On the rare occasion I do need to pick up something that has palm oil in it, I make sure it's certified palm oil that's coming from a field that's renewable and the rainforest haven't burnt down. But like all these products, like including Girl Scout cookies, Betty Crocker, big products, if you look on their ingredients, it contains palm oil and there's zero mark or certification of where it came from. So you can bet your butt that these companies are probably buying palm oil that came from some corruption that led to the burning of the rainforest. So even with like the food that you eat or the clothes that you buy, you can be looking for things that will tell you that these came from uh, sources that are renewable and did not come from the destruction of our environment and these poor animals who are losing their homes. So there we go. Yeah, palm oil. Yeah, do not buy anything that contains palm oil unless it has like the rainforest certification logo on it. Or you know for a fact that it comes from a palm oil field that's renewable and didn't come from a rainforest being burnt down to make room for it. And also animals, just cutting back on your meat intake. Rainforests are, and lots of forests for that matter, are burned down to clear land to make grazing for animals that we then eat. So, yeah, just cutting back on your consumption of meat products can also help the environment. There you go. Now, let's get into the science portion. This is something really cool. I try to think of the videos that I want to put up of like what am I going to research? What am I going to spend time looking at and what do I want to learn? And I want to know about slingshots. So I'm going to put up a video and it pretty much explains it. Where is it? Here. All right. Let's watch a little bit about gravity assisting.
For decades, NASA has stolen gravity from neighboring planets and used it as fuel for deep space exploration. It's called a gravity assist. And because of it, we've been able to travel to regions outside the solar system that would otherwise be unthinkable. So how does it work? In a nutshell, a gravity assist is a technique that changes the spacecraft's velocity relative to the sun by swinging through the gravitational field of a planet or moon. To accelerate, the spacecraft flies with the movement of the planet, picking up a small chunk of its orbital energy in the process. To decelerate, the spacecraft flies against the planet's motion. The larger the planet, the stronger the gravitational power, meaning the spacecraft gets a bigger push or pull, all on the dime of the planet's gravity gas card. The first flyby technique can be traced back to the Voyager missions of 1977. At the time, the two unmanned spacecraft were launched into space to study the gas giants, Jupiter, Saturn, Neptune, and Uranus. But the distance to Jupiter is deceptively long, only about halfway to Saturn. And the vehicles the probes were launched aboard, the Titan III Centaurs, could only provide enough energy to get them to Jupiter. The launches, of course, were planned so that Jupiter aligned perfectly with the spacecraft's route. The orbital designers targeted the closest approach distance to achieve the desired speed. Afterwards, the probe's momentum pulled them away from the planet. Voyager 2 toward Uranus and Neptune, and Voyager 1 toward the limits of the solar system. On August 25, 2012, Voyager 1 became the first human-made object to enter interstellar space. As NASA puts it, further than anyone or anything in history. Since Voyager's initial launch, there have been at least 8 notable uses of gravity assisting. Thanks to gravity assisting, these spacecraft have traveled billions of kilometers into space. Voyager 1, for example, is currently around 20 billion kilometers away from the Earth.
That's crazy.
The Rosetta probe, launched by the European Space Agency in March 2004, used 4 gravity assist maneuvers to accelerate throughout the inner solar system, eventually reaching its destination on Comet 67P on November 12, 2014. But will the gravity assist method ever be used for human missions? Probably not. The idea boils down to efficiency versus time. Swinging by all those planets makes it a long trip, so really, there's no free gas. Chances are, an astronaut would prefer not to be in space for years and years at a time. Still, it's far out, dude.
Alright, guys. So, do you understand a little bit about gravity assist now? Which is basically, since it already happens, that's real science. You know, when you're watching, oh my gosh, my mind just went blank. Oh my god, what's that sci-fi show that I was gonna get the book for? Oh, it's so weird. We have like, I know why people on game shows like totally freeze up to easy questions. The Expanse. Like, oh my god, what is it? You know, they have like slingshot racers, and basically, yeah, that's real. You can do that. So there's your little science space tidbit of the week. Did you have to stay all day, Swift, or was the trial like in and out? I've gotten called 2 or 3 times to jury duty, and I've never served. The very first time I got called to jury duty, I was going to be moved out of the state by the time the court date happened. So I got right back. I'm like, yep, I'm not going to be living in this state anymore. They're like, okay. And then they finally found me in my new state. But when I called into the number, they're like, we don't need you. Great. But like, I don't know, does that count as like one time? Even though they didn't call me in? I don't know. So I think it was just twice. Yeah, but both times once I didn't have to go, and another time they said they didn't need anyone that day. So I guess I've gotten lucky or not. I'm trying to serve my national duty. Alright, let's get Kentucky Route 0 going here. I open up Steam. Steam, where'd you go? There you are. Oh, you're there from 8 to 2. Oh, they didn't. Oh, so you didn't get chosen. Okay. A1 actually went to jury duty, and he was actually going to be part of like a really long case. It was like in the news and everything, but because he's an independent contractor and he owns his own business, he's the only employee. He's like, I'm my source of income. Like, I have no one to cover my job or my clients if I'm not here. And they're like, excused. I'm like, oh my god, thank god, because you would have been like in that trial for like a couple weeks. Oh, it was a murder trial? Oof. Yuck. Oh wow, so the guy waited 6 hours and they settled. Oh. Wow. Is that how it works? You can like settle during jury selection? I wonder if that was like a quick case or something. I thought like jury selection happened like way before you were actually in there. Or maybe they got a call. They're like, yeah, forget it. We're just gonna settle, man. Kentucky Route 0. Alright. Okay, guys. We got about, I'd say like, maybe like an hour and 20 minutes or so. Ooh, why am I getting drop frames? Uh-oh. Computer's not happy. Is there anything I can close down? Oh, I can close this out. Hold on. Let me close everything that's non-essential. Yes, I can close that down. Okay. Okay, everything else needs to stay open. Oh wow, was that true, Swift? Or were you just like trying to come up with something that they wouldn't choose you? Molly, yeah, maybe they saw the people in the pool. They're like, oh yeah, we better just settle this. Okay, are we back up now? Yeah. I totally forgot that I have my mic doesn't go directly into my OBS anymore. It goes through a voice software, and I always forget that. So I'm like, oh, I don't need this anymore. I don't need my voice changer, and yoink. Okay. Oh yeah, we were doing that. Okay, yeah. Oh, that's right. We're at the Bureau of Reclaimed Spaces. We're at this really bizarre inside outside thing. Well, I'm glad you didn't have to suffer through a very long trial, Swift. Yay. But the SLMG shirt, yeah, for those of you not in our Discord, he totally rocked our SLMG shirt. Oh my god. So funny. I mean, it's actually a nice looking shirt though. Like if you're gonna wear a t-shirt to like court, it's like black, a little bit white. It's very, very refined. Bureau of Reclaimed Bears. Yeah. I don't know if we have to start over from here or not. Let's see. Ding ding. Yeah, we actually, A1, we need to order him another one. Okay, yeah, so I already talked to her. Okay. Yeah, we gotta go up the elevator. Oh my god, go get your pizza. Holy shit. Pizza on fire. I hope you can still eat it. Cheerful, teeny elevator music. Yeah, pizza fire, no! Okay, so we just skipped the 4th floor. Let's go to the Bears. Time for office bears, the 3rd floor. Bears. Bears. Look at them all looking at you. Hey, bear. Can you talk to them? No. I don't think there's anything to do. I literally just think it's bears. Oh, speaking of which, I gotta go change my title here. And let's change the game title. There's a way to do it in chat. I'm just like lazy and haven't looked it up. Or change category rather. Yeah, there's totally a way to change a category using chat, but let's just do it here from my dashboard. Okay, there we go. Alright, Kentucky Route 0. Kentucky Robo Chicken. What the heck is that? Okay, did it update it? Yes, it did. Okay. Fantastic. There we go. Oh my god, Bloom. What? What? 4-leaf clover and diamond eyes? You still haven't received the hat yet? Oh shit. That doesn't seem right. 5 weeks? Hmm. Um, if you want to send me like your order number or something, I can call them and see what's up. Yeah, that seems like a unusually long amount of time. Like I remember when I first ordered from them, the shirt took like a little while to get here, but then like after that it was just like clockwork. But yeah, that doesn't seem right, Swift. Yeah. If you want to call him or give me your order info and I can call and find out what's going on, I will. You need your hat in Florida. Oh, look at Molly. What else I got? St. Patrick's Day. Oh, yeah. Women's. That's for like Women's Day. Rosie the Riveter. Yeah, that's what it was. Nope, go back. I want to go. Let's go up to the 5th floor and see what's up there. Okay, Swift. I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah, I definitely. I know I keep saying it because it's on my to-do list, but I'm really going to try to find a different vendor. It's more direct, but it's on the very long to-do list. Yeah, those are so cute, those emotes. It's adorable. Skipping record? Let's fix that. Drive me crazy. Beethoven Symphony Number 3. Clark. Greg is hard at work examining some diagrams, measuring angles with a plastic protractor, and occasionally scribbling numbers in a small leather notebook. Can I help you? Don't answer that. I'm extremely busy with these charts. Maybe one of the clerks on the 4th floor can help you. They're probably just looking at cat pictures. Cat pictures are so cute though. Alright, so that guy's no help. He's like, screw you. Look at him all by himself on his floor. Can play whatever music he wants, not being bothered. Oh, that's cool. What's that one, Wally? I got a beard. Oh yeah, isn't it like isn't it like beard month or something too? My friend just like shaved his beard off. It was something for like, I don't know. I forget what it was about. Is there something going on this month with beards? Yeah, that's why like I love working from home. It is so nice. Some people don't like working at home, but I love it. I can focus so much more. Oh, we didn't go to the conference room yet. Hi, Gray. How are you? Oh, you missed a very adorable gazelle. Oh my god, those are so funny, Molly. Conference room. There's people in the conference room. Alright, anyone to talk to here? Nope. Alright. But like, who are these people? Why are they crashing our conference room meeting? Great. I know, like it's a gazelle. The rare Earthling of the week was the Speaks gazelle, which is extremely endangered and the smallest of the gazelle species. I have a picture of it somewhere here. I keep on forgetting to put like a picture up on this one. Where is it? Yeah, no, add existing. Sorry guys, bear with me a moment. There we go. There it is. Let's just flip that around, why don't we? Oh, nope, wrong thingy. I meant to do... there we go. Ah, there it is. What's really cool about it, Gray, is right here, its little nose, it will inflate like when it gets excited and stuff. It's only like 2 feet tall. It's like super tiny with these tiny little hoofs, but it's super, super endangered due to habitat destruction. So don't buy palm oil. But yeah, there's the cute little guys. So adorable. Okay, so let's go to the 4th floor we're supposed to go. Gray, we did the pangolins last week. We talked about the pangolin men. Yes. Did you learn about it on this stream? Yeah, I have my VODs up on YouTube now. Oh, it is the pangolin. I forget if I uploaded the pangolin VOD yet, but it might still be on my Twitch. So yeah, check it out, because I not only talk about the pangolins a little bit, but the pangolin men, which is like these really awesome people in Africa, like trying to save them and protect them. Yeah, the pangolins are so sweet. They're so docile and kind. And again, they're going extinct because we're killing them and eating them for various reasons. It's like, just quit putting stuff in your mouth, humans. It's just, I feel like some humans are like, get my mouth, you get my mouth, you get my mouth. Like, just stop putting other creatures in your face. Oh, no one's here. Oh, documents. Damn, this place is a mess. Okay. Take a look through that logbook, I guess. Maybe there's some kind of system to all these boxes? I'll just start digging. The small logbook has a smart leather cover. A few notes are scribbled on the inside covers. Most pages are just lists of titles, names, and dates. Let's look on the inside of the front cover. Note in logbook. Document staff. Please do not transfer any more records from the storage unit until we get the new file cabinets in. We're up to F, and that will have to do for now. Instruct clerks to focus on activities beginning with the letters A, B, C, D, E, or F. Our activities most likely to involve research on subjects beginning with those letters. For example, cars is okay because it involves automotive, driving, bikes, etc. But air quality is not okay because it relates to health, safety, and pollution. That is really confusing. You would think like air quality would be A, but no. I know, Gray. It's just it's so sad. It's so sad, like when you hear what humans can actually do to animals when you really start looking at what's going on globally with all of them. And I feel bad for the humans. I feel bad for the humans too, because you're losing a part of yourself when you do some of the things that people do. I think compassion and empathy are very, very key traits that we should always have. Several documents relating to sporting competition venues were quickly checked out and back and over a period of a few days. Basketball courts, baseball fields, alleys, and parking lots. Okay. Random page 14. Let's do it. A single set of documents relating to coal mining operations was checked out and back in several different people within a few hours. Note in logbook. Failing antique shops. Folder missing. Listed checked in on page 63 but not present. So he's part of an antique shop. Must be where he is. Oh, so the VOD with the pangolin should still be up in my VODs on Twitch. If it's not there and it's not on my YouTube, I just need to upload it this weekend. Yeah, because at least on YouTube, like the videos will always be there. I meant to do that this past weekend. Hey, Upper Deckers! Peekaboo! There's this adorable meme of this ringnet parakeet, and he's behind a computer monitor, and he like peeks out from behind. And he's like, peekaboo, and then he goes back, peekaboo. It's so adorable. Okay, I like watching bird videos too. Okay, I think we read everything. Oh, page 63. Look at that. All right. Check in. Failing antique shops. Monday, 3 p.m. Signee Ed Bohm. So we look at everything inside back cover. Oh, yeah, we look at that. Okay. Okay. So I think we read everything. Oh, yeah, those, yeah. I think if we ever have a bird again, I'm gonna look for some like ringnet parakeet like rescue places because they're flippin' adorable. Not that I adopt animals based on cuteness, just saying. One of the key things about the ringnet parakeets that I like is they're part of the keet family, not the parrot family. So they are a lot quieter and not as harmful to your fingers. Yeah, exactly. They don't have parrot beaks and they don't have parrot squawks. Okay, Shannon, nothing? Me neither. Half of these boxes aren't even labeled, and the rest are all from the first few letters of the alphabet. I couldn't even find anything with O or a G or an S on it. Maybe that clerk knows somewhere else we can look. So I guess we gotta go back up to the guy upstairs. Yes. Okay, her office down the first floor. Oh, they wants to go back to her. Okay. The bear's all looking at the elevator. Nope, not for us. Nothing? That's unfortunate. Well, they must still be in transit. You see, we've only moved into this new venue summit recently, and it's all a bit in progress. This was a cathedral not so long ago, can you believe it? And the Bureau reclaimed it. The old congregation has been directed to one of our storage facilities for their activity. Who takes away at church? Oh, yeah, Swift, the lovebirds, yeah. My mom had two when I was growing up, and the first one we had was, first it was super sweet, but then she started laying eggs, and yeah, would bite the crap out of us. It got so bad that we couldn't take her out of her cage anymore, so my mom was like, well, she's gonna be in her cage, and we need to get her a buddy. So we got her a buddy, and so the two of them just like hung out together, but we couldn't take them out of the cage. Okay, that's where you'll find the street name records, I expect. At the church. Marianne at reception can give you the directions. Just come back here when you have the files, and we'll begin the necessary paperwork to have the information analyzed. Oh, and while you're out on the road, you might want to stop and see Dr. Truman about your leg. He's a specialist regarding ailments of the joints and limbs, and I know he works at night. His home office is in a small neighborhood on the east edge of Bowling Green. Here's his card. Do stop and see him. That leg is a miserable sight. Take care of each other. Okay. Let's get back on the road here. Get back on the highway. Oh, we gotta go down the receptionist. Yeah, the bears do look more busy, right? They look up. Okay, back to work, back to work. Blah, blah. I guess if you're bears in an office building, you would, yeah, I think you'd have to stay pretty busy. But if you didn't pull your load, they'd be like, okay, you're a bear, and now you're not doing anything. You gotta go. Okay, Marianne, let's see what you got for us. That was my grandmother's name, actually. And get what you need. We say go direct us to the church. Be straight with me. What is this place? I don't even think she knows. Lula, be straight with me. What is this place? I don't think we're gonna get a straight answer if I pick that one, so I'm gonna go with that. Lula say you can direct us to the church? Oh sure, the old storage lot. Just get back on the 0 and drive until you hit the crystal, then turn around. Ooh, I remember this. Yeah, how about those directions? Hey, how do I get to the courthouse? Just, once you hit the crystal, just turn around, and you're there. Bears on the dole. It will make sense once you get on the road. You can handle it. Alright, let's go for an adventure with some crystals on the road. Oh, look at poor Blue. Can I talk to Blue? won't let me talk to Blue. Okay. Ooh, this part's so pretty. Find the crystal, then turn around. The Bureau of Secret Tourism. Esoteric excursions for the intrepid and curious. I think that should be like the inside description of my ambient album. Esoteric excursions for the intrepid and curious. All directions start from the Bureau of Reclaimed Spaces. Whoa, whoa. I don't remember this, Molly, do you? These tunnels are a series of arterials excavated by runoff from an underground river which long ago evaporated. Now the tangled vessel of marooned echoes. Drive clockwise until you reach the feather. Pause for a moment to consider the cave walls. Reverse direction and drive counterclockwise until you hit the birdhouse. Now turn around again and you're almost upon it. To return, simply find the feather again and turn around. Oh, so that's the river tunnels. The Demaxian Gallery. Oh, these are all the directions. Oh. Mineral springs. Ah, that's cool. Meditation tunnels? Wow. This is pretty neat. Happy hitchhiking. Okay, we're just... Oh, oh. Ooh. How can I call that number on stream? Should we call it now? Or should we do it later? Should we do it now? Or should we do it later? Now we may forget. Okay. Okay, so I think I know how to do this. I'm gonna turn... Let me... That's really cool. Let me turn down the sound here a bit. Okay, and then... Oh, wait, I need the number. Yeah, so I gotta write the number down. Okay. Let me get this number copied. Give me a second. 270-301-5797. Okay. And then let's go here. No, hold on. Okay. Let me see if this is going to work. I want to make a phone call. The number is... Let me paste that in. I don't know if this is work. We're going to try this. Oh no, did I accidentally hang up? I think I hung up. Let me try this again. What'd I do? Trying to make a phone call. I had it. Ah, there we go. Let's try it again. Want to call 301. I don't hear anything though. you guys hear anything on your end? It says it's calling. It says I'm connected. Huh. Well, my phone called it, and it had the sound source going to the right thing. Alright, let me give it one more try. And if not, then I'll have to figure this out for next stream. But let me try this one more time. Yeah, go into my settings. Yeah, the speakers. I have the speakers set to the right thing. Yeah, it's just the game music. I'm trying to use my Google phone, like on my Gmail. I'm just opening up, you know, I can like take calls on your computer. I just opened up a Google chat, but the sound isn't coming through like it should. Desktop audio is working, which means the call should be working. Yeah, I mean, it's connected. Something's happening that we don't know about. Oh yeah, but if I called on my phone, then how can I get the sound, like... Well, I guess, okay, we'll try it. I'll try calling my phone and just putting up the cell phone to the mic. I'll do it like hella old school. I wanted to do it on the computer. It should have worked. Let's try it. 270. Whoops. 301. Kentucky.
For a menu of our resources, press 1. If you have an extension to dial, press 9. For more information about our organization, press 3. If you don't remember dialing this number at all, press 5. To hear these options again, press 0.
What should we press? So many options.
For a menu of our resources, press 1. If you have an extension to dial, press 9. For more information about our organization, press 3. If you don't remember dialing this number at all, press 5.
Okay, we'll do 5.
To hear these options again. So, you don't remember dialing this number. You just sort of woke up with the phone pressed to your ear, ringing on the other end. Or maybe you thought you dialed a different number, but your digits betrayed you. Or there's a faulty connection somewhere out there in that spider web lattice of phone cord that covers all of creation. It must be kind of a nice feeling, really. It's like you and I just bumped into each other in the street or a little cafe. Say, next time you meet a stranger, call us back at extension 7864 and hand them the phone. We'd love to get to know them. flora and fauna, press 2. For help identifying an unfamiliar sound, press 3. If you're holding a snake right now, press 4. To hear these options again, press 0.
What in the world? If you're holding a snake was
For historical sites along the Echo River.
Oh my god.
So, you're probably not in any danger, but why are you holding that snake? If you're involved in an exchange of some kind, press 1. If holding the snake is part of your spiritual practice, press 2. If you don't remember why you're holding the snake, press 3. To return to the main menu, press 0.
Let's do 3. Oh my god, there's so many options.
Okay. What's the last thing you remember? Please describe your memory in as much detail as you are able, paying particular attention to any smells and sounds you may recall. Were you breathing through your mouth or your nose? What did the air taste like? And so on. Feel free to call again with extension 1618 and tell us the whole story.
Oh my god.
All right. Let's roll up our sleeves and get to work on this here snake situation. What you're going for is a kind of gestural conversation. Don't worry. I'll lead you two through it. Give that snake a name and look her right in the eyes and say her name. I'm going to go with Delia for the purpose of demonstration, but you pick a suitable name. Try to follow along with me here to the best of your ability. Delia, take it easy now.
Bob, take it
What
easy.
if all of this is just a reflection of a reflection?
Just a reflection of a reflection.
Well, she processes that metaphysical curveball. Okay, what's Delia up to now? If she's staring right back at you, press 1. If she's wriggling around, press 2. And if she's just kind of limp, press 3.
Say she's staring back at me.
Good. Now you got her attention. Now, leading with your shoulder, slowly tilt your body to the left, always maintaining eye contact. Adjust your feet as necessary. You want to do a full rotation over several seconds. It's normal to feel a bit self-conscious. Try not to get tangled up in the phone cord, or next time plan ahead and use a cordless. All right, where are we at? If the snake is breathing heavily, press 1. If she's curled around your forearm, press 2. If her tongue is extended, press 3.
What was the first one? Like if she's relaxed? Oh, Swift, perfect.
Okay. Gently raise your arm above your head. Delia should just slide on down and come to rest on your shoulder. There you go. Delia should be in a kind of a calm, thoughtful state now, so you can move on. So put that snake in some grass or something. Let Delia be free like a snake should.
Be free.
And go ahead and wash your hands if you care to.
Yes, wash your hands.
Welcome home. For historical sites along the Echo River,
Oh, let's go
press
back
1.
to the previous menu, 0.
For historical sites along the Echo River,
I thought the
press
0 was to go
1.
back.
For a guide to the river's flora and fauna,
Flying
press
snake.
2. For help identifying an unfamiliar sound, press 3.
Oh, that might be fun.
If you're holding a snake right now, press 4. For a catalog of subterranean birdsong, press 1. For help identifying something that's happening in the dark, press 2. If you are hearing organ music, press 3. To return to the main menu, press 5. hear these options again, press 0.
Let's do the birds in the cave.
Now I'll play you several recordings of Echo River birdsong. When you hear a song you want to know more about, just press 1. At any time, you can press 5 to stop.
This is a lot more extensive than I remember. Was that it? Let's do that one.
The rock sparrow. Don't feed him. He'll come back with friends.
Don't feed him. The seagulls of the cave, I guess. Swift, you knew all about that being in Florida. Friggin' rats with wings, those guys.
That's a mourning hummingbird, so named because they bury their dead.
Oh my god, this is so wild.
For a catalog of subterranean birdsong, press 1.
Oh, let's go back to the main.
Welcome home. For historical sites along the Echo River. For historical sites along the Echo
Where did I go
River,
back?
press 1. For a guide to the river's flora and fauna, press 2. For help identifying an unfamiliar sound, press 3. If you're holding a snake right now, press 4. To hear these options again, press 0. For historical sites
Come on, go
along
back.
the Echo. For historical sites.
Oh, I guess we'd have to. I'm gonna call back because I think that's how we can get to the start. Yeah, and it says Kentucky. Oh wait, yeah, look at Kentucky. Oh, it's not there anymore. Yeah, I think they've added a ton more options, to be honest.
Hello. You have dialed into Here and There Along the Echo, a guide to the Echo River for drifters and pilgrims. This guide is a public service provided by the Bureau of Secret Tourism.
Yeah.
For a menu of our resources, press 1. If you have an extension to dial, press 9. For
Oh,
more
let's do the
information
stranger
about
extension.
our organization, press 3. Now is the time to dial an extension. Something else shook loose. Well, how vivid is it? I mean, can you really smell it? Are you sweating it out now? Are your hands all damp? And when you brush your hair out of your eyes, it just tastes like, listen, if your hands are damp, press 1. If your feet are damp in your socks, press 2. If you don't feel particularly damp anywhere, press 3.
I'm gonna go no dampness.
Oh, everyone has a damp spot somewhere in their body or mind. That's what lets us sort of squish a little when we try to remember something, muddy the details, right? Even if it's just that wet blood sloshing around in there. Your soggy heart, right? Let's hear all about it. When you're finished explaining yourself, press the 0 button.
Hi. My brain sometimes is squishy and muddy like you described. And I guess I do have some dampness in my body somewhere, now that you mention it. Thank you for pointing that out and sharing that with me. I will embrace all the damp parts of my body and accept them as the true nature of my being.
Welcome home.
I wasn't ready for that.
For historical sites along the Echo River, press 1. For a guide to the river's flora and fauna, press 2. For help identifying an unfamiliar sound, press 3. If you're holding a snake right now, press 4. To hear these options again, press 0.
Oh, let's try the other extension.
For historical sites,
I have a feeling that's going to make me leave a message too, though, but let's check it out.
For historical sites along the Echo River, press 1. For a guide to the river's flora and fauna, press 2.
Alright, we'll do one more option, though.
For help
I mean, this is part of the game,
identifying
once they
an
get back to the game, but
unfamiliar
this is part of it.
Press 3. If you're holding a snake right now, press 4.
There's a snake in my boots.
To hear these options again, press 0.
Oh, it didn't give me the option to dial an extension. Alright, let's call back and get the extension. Oh, Kentucky.
Hello. You have dialed into here and there along the Echo.
Wanna dial an
A guide
extension?
to the Echo River for drifters and pilgrims. This guide is a public service provided by the Bureau of Secret Tourism. For a menu of our resources, press 1. If you have an extension to
it's
dial,
2.
press 9. For more info, now is the time to dial an extension. Hello, stranger. What's
Howdy.
the first thing you remember? When you're finished remembering, press the 0 button.
I remember floating through a large, dark expanse. The sweet smell of carbon and metal burning in the air. There was no sound, only that of my heart beating and my breath against the inside of my heads-up display. And that's the last thing I remember. Unless, of course, I remember the bears in the office. That, I think, was truly the last thing I remember after waking up. The bears in the office, yes, that's it.
Welcome home. For historical sites along the Echo River, press 1. Well, if you're dialed into this here informational resource, then you're a certain kind of beachcombing, bat-calling sightseer. So let's take a driftwood inventory. For a diver's guide to underwater islands, press 1. For forgotten places, press 2. For restless places, press 3. For what little we know of the Iron Pariah, press 4. For food and drink recommendations, press 5. To return to the main menu, press 6. To hear these. For secret tourism, forgotten places are the vital spark. Take no pictures here, nor souvenirs. Write no travelogues. We will discuss these places now in vague and qualified descriptions. For the town with no roads to it, press 1. For the silo of late reflections,
Oh my God.
press 2.
Let's see like one direction they give
For
us
the
is.
monument to something that we don't remember what it is, press 3. the occasion, something we were celebrating and didn't want to let go of, or if instead it was something so horrible that we never wanted to forget it, for fear that we'd accidentally do it again. There isn't a plaque or anything. I guess we didn't think we'd need one. For a diver's guide to underwater islands, press 1.
Okay.
For forgotten places, press 2. For secret tourism, forgotten places are the vital spark. Take no pictures here,
Oh,
nor
you said that. Well, there you go. Much better now that like the call's over. So yeah, you guys have the number if you want to call and leave your own cryptic esoteric messages. There you go. I know there's so much. We could probably do like a whole stream just going through the options in there. Wow. Wow. I mean, that's just one of the reasons like I love this game. Like there's just it's like a giant art piece. It's playable art. You know, it reminds me of Kubrick's 2001: Space Odyssey. That is not a movie. That is artwork. You know, like I love it. Okay, so back to the underground tunnels here. We're trying to find a crystal. Okay, so there's the jaws. That's not a crystal. Bat wings, not a crystal. The sandwich. The icosahedron. That's my favorite. The cathode ray. That one's pretty good too. Wait, go back. I'm looking for the crystal. Did I pass the crystal? Yeah, I'm looking for the crystal before I turn around. Because when you turn around, it changes. Oh my god, there's so much. Yeah, exactly. That's why I'm like, I have to keep going in this direction again. Oh, the crystal! Okay, turn back. Now we turn around. And what were we looking for? Storage unit. Yeah, there we go. Okay. I think it's Route 8192. Scene 2. Alright, that was scene 1 of Act 2. Cool. St. Thomas Church. There we go. Hey, video gamer. Oh man, you just missed a crazy segment. We called Kentucky Route 0 and left cryptic messages with them. Yeah, that was wild. That was wild. How you doing tonight, gamer? What's the last game you played? Is that it over there? I don't see any congregation. It's all dusty in here. I don't see any congregation. Maybe it's after hours. Let's see if the janitor knows, I guess. Random access self-storage. Oh, here for the night mass? What kind of mass is it? Where's the congregation? I guess this must look pretty strange. A church without a congregation. When they first moved in here, man, this place was packed. They had a mass every night, 2 on Sunday. But it got a bit awkward to fit everyone in, and the numbers quickly dwindled. Once folks started to see it as a thing that was falling apart, they lost their center of gravity and just started wobbling. Then the preacher stopped coming too. But he left his old tapes, some with the organist. And I found some old acetates in the Bureau archives, photos of people in churches. So I kept it running. Yeah, acetates, right? So, yeah, there's only one place on the entire planet right now that makes acetates, and it's a very small shop, and they're not taking any new orders. So yeah, we were going to be putting some acetates out this year, and now we cannot. Because the other acetate place burned to the ground. Yikes. Anna! Oh, hi Anna! Happy 5 months! Yes, hugs! How are you? Were you on vacation or busy or getting over like being sick or something? We missed you. Ah, busy life stuff. Got it. I'm glad to see you back. Yay! Then the preacher stopped coming too, but he left his. Oh yeah, I just read that. Okay. You do what you have to, right? Yeah. Right now, I have to find some bureau documents. Oh, you're from the bureau. I moved all those documents to Unit C315 to make room for the mass. It's down at the other end of the building, same floor. I need to get the night mass started, but you can borrow my keys. I'll go. You wait here. Rest your leg. You're looking kind of pale. Nice lady. Well, I better get this running. Brandon presses play on the old tape machine. Should I just listen or talk to the guy? He seems friendly. Oh, you're in your Justify meeting. Fantastic. Thanks for popping in. Have a good meeting. It's exciting. Okay, so listen to the preacher. How do you like working here? It's okay, I don't really know what else I would do. I used to play a lot of card games, in high school. Some of my friends went to college, but most of them just got jobs. Maybe in a few years we'll be hanging out in bars, playing darts or something. You're not allowed to play cards in the bar because it looks like gambling. My leg is killing me. I bet everyone's telling you to go see a doctor. Hey, I get it, too expensive. My dad cut his arm pretty bad on the job, but he stitched it himself back up because we didn't have health insurance. But then his hand didn't work very well, and he got pretty depressed, and eventually he just sort of... Well, I guess I don't know what he should have done. Who knows, right? Yeah, sounds like his dad sewing his arm back up didn't work out too well. Yeah, I wouldn't sew myself back up. Unless, like, you're out in the woods, like in a survival situation. So, is this like a hobby? If you asked me what my hobbies were, I'd say card games, science fiction, and perspective geometry. That can be a hobby, perspective geometry. But I run the slideshow, and I play the tapes, and I don't get paid for it. I take it pretty seriously, but nobody's telling me I should. Is that a hobby? Seems like there ought to be a more serious word for it. Okay, that's it. Next, there are some rituals that you and I aren't allowed to participate in. I don't think. I don't remember them anyway. Rituals? Like, what is this place? Hi, got it. We were just talking about work and hobbies. What? I found what we came here to get. The file and the street name changes. You don't look good. Let's head back to the bureau and get this straightened out, and then maybe we should go see the doctor the clerk recommended. Is there anywhere else to go? Can we explore? Can we go up here? No, okay. I think that was it. Let's just go over to this side, see if there's anything. That goose emote's so cute. I think so I haven't like taken them off. They're still super adorable. Okay, no, I think we can properly leave now. Oh, there's C3. Oh, that's where Shannon went. That's right, yeah. It's the opposite of the Hotel California. Jesus, are you alright? What the hell? I'm okay. I've got you. You're alright. Shit, your leg is pinned. I'm gonna pull you out. We have to get you out of here. Sounds familiar. There you go. Okay, are you hurt? Can you put any weight on that leg? It's all messed up. Here, let's get you onto that tram. There you go. Now, let's see if this thing has power. Hey, old man, look at me. Look at me. Can you hear me? What happened? I don't know. He collapsed. I think he blacked out. He was mumbling about the old mine for a minute. The old mine where we met. I think I need to see that doctor. Yes, you do. She hands Brennan the doctor's card. How do we get to this address from here? I don't know. It's pretty tricky going back and forth between, you know, here and there. The Bureau's the only way I know. Some of those folks do it all the time. Commuters. Just go back the way you came, find the crystal, and then turn around. Okay. Go back the way we came. This way. Oh, yeah, I'm fine. That's weird. What happens if she takes over? Oh, it starts you back over? Oh no. You just gotta get to the crystal and turn around again. Oh my god, we have to... Oh wait, no, I was at the Bureau. Shoot, I think that's where I want to go. Oh no, I'm gonna be all turned around now. And then the doctor's house. Well, alright, we're in it now. Let's turn around and see what happens. Yeah, see if put it back on the road. I'm fine. Okay, so we're trying to get to the doctor's house. Do we go this way? That's where we just were, right? What happens if we go this way? Stay on this one and see what happens. Okay, so that's it. Okay. Alright, so let's go back. To 65. Let's see what's up at the Bureau. Maybe we can get the address or something. Well, we have the card. Oh, that's what we were supposed to do. Okay. Bureau of Reclaimed Spaces. Let's see what Marianne has to say. Back so soon? I was just on Interstate 65. Can we talk to Clerk Lula Chamberlain again? I'm afraid she left. In a big hurry, actually. Something happened with your meeting? She seemed pretty interested in the gas station attendant. I don't know who that is, but she did seem distressed. Well, heading back to the interstate? I can process you whenever you're ready to go back. Just let me know. Which one am I supposed to pick? Which one shall we do? Got a few more things to see down here, I'd say. We're ready to be processed. Okay, we got one vote for process. Well, I don't know if we missed something or not. Let's just do that one. She hands the receptionist Lula's card. Can you tell us how to get to this address? We're looking for Dr. Truman. Oh, good, it was the right one. Okay. Of course, this is a neighborhood just outside of Bowling Green. Get on 65 going southwest. Take a right just past the observatory, just before the river. If you continue north, you'll be there shortly. Happy to help. Okay, now we got the directions. Okay. So, okay, from the Marquez farm. Go on 65, going southwest. Take a right past the observatory. Okay. Southwest. There's Equisoils. The observatory! Take a right. And is he up here? Aha! The neighborhood of the address on Lula's card has been demolished. In its place is a large museum, still partially under construction. Ah, hey Slinky. Hey, here's Slinky's joke of the night. I quit drinking for good today. Now I drink for evil. Hey Slinky. Long time no see. How are you? What are you getting into tonight? The museum. Ooh, scene 4. Alright. I forget how many scenes are in Act 2. The Museum of Dwellings. It's Dr. Blue. That's weird. Just small talk, you know, like you talk to your buddies or something. Like you talk to a dock worker, just like, damn, this is a lot of rain. Haven't seen rain like this since that storm a couple years back that took out Lisette's herb garden. I just feel bad for that old dog getting dragged over by a couple of drunks. Old dog like that should be sleeping on a porch somewhere, but that's loyalty for you. So is Conway an alcoholic? Well, they didn't stay long anyway. Weird. I heard the man and the lady talking when they first came in, but they didn't see me. What were they talking about? The man said his leg was hurting him. They were looking for Dr. Truman, but he was already gone. But they didn't know, so they kept looking around. Weird. I just assumed they were from the power company. You know, they're always coming by unannounced and messing with this or that. I just shut myself in my room and waited out. No sense getting involved. They definitely weren't from the power company. Well, I wouldn't complain if they were, really. With that storm going on, I know they have to do their business. Doesn't affect me. I've got my generator. You know some of these folks around here. Unprepared. Totally unprepared. Alright, let's see what's in here. Hey, Asian, what's up? Play Lab Division 2 and taking a break for a bit. Ah, yes. Breaks are good. Hey, Asian, how you doing? Oh, by the way, I know I see this last time, but are you now doing some like work at your job that you like? Sorry, I keep brushing my bangs. They're like too long. They're getting in my eye. There's a person in that home in the museum. I was playing in that empty cabin and they came by. They asked about Dr. Truman. I don't know where he went, but I didn't tell them. Where did Dr. Truman go? It's a secret, Ezra told me, and I can't tell anyone else. Who's Ezra? He's my age. He doesn't really live here. He's just passing through with his brother, Julian. First they're going to help us, but I can't say any more about that. We have a lot of secrets. Oh, you guys are both playing Division 2. Oh. Am I missing out? The lady asked me about my parents, and I told them they were upstairs in the greenhouse. Do you want to hear a weird story? Of course I do. The old man asked me about the cabin. He said it looked like another house he knew, and he wanted to know where it came from. I told him nobody lived there, so he went inside. It took a long time exploring. When he came back out, he told me all about it. What did he find in the cabin? He went upstairs and he also looked around the other rooms. I played with the dog. What was the dog like? Her name is Blue and I fed her some crackers. She drools a lot. Now the part that is weird, he said he went into the basement. That cabin doesn't have a basement. Hey, Midnight Cat. Oh, Kentucky Route Zero? Oh my gosh, it's so cool. Quick backstory, it took them 9 years, 3 people. They put together on their own time frame exactly what they wanted. The last chapter came out in January. And so we get to play it all the way through without having to wait, like, years between each chapter. Okay. Do we want to go with the staircase in the closet, a secret door in the floor, or digging through the ground? Yeah, the genre of Midnight Cat is called magical realism. So it takes all these really weird, abstract turns, like this one. Twisted Slinky. Well, there go my weekend plans. I contact the women's person, and it turns out the conjugal visits are restricted to spouses, and you can't just show up as a volunteer. Alright, Molly, let's dig. He then found a rope leading down a long pit he climbed down. He was surrounded by giant aphids. Let's go with the rope. It was so long, his arms got very tired. He fell. Ooh, I like the glowing moss. The walls were covered in glowing moss. Ooh, use the lake of the moss to find a light of the moss to find a lake at the bottom of the pit. So darn until he didn't know where he was. Let's say he fell asleep in the water. He woke up on the floor of the cabin and came back outside, and we said goodbye. And I didn't talk to them anymore. What's going on? Very interesting. Alright, let's see what's around here. have to get some real chickens in that coop, do some homesteading. None of these folks know how to live off the land, you know what I mean? It's just a display, another kind of dwelling. Sure, we'll look into it. That dog was in nearly as bad shape as the old man, just sort of shrugging along. We found some treats in the doghouse exhibit. That seemed to cheer them up a bit. Yay, treats. I think you need to get some real horses in the stable. Do you like horses? Did the strangers go into the stable? No, they just poked around a bit and talked about barns. They were pretty boring. Okay, we gotta go back. Oh yeah, there's one of the other barns. Was that the barn that took us to the 0? Oh, we didn't go to the birdcage yet. Let's take a look here. The moment I now recall most clearly from their short visit was the birdcage exhibit. The old man stopped to rest, or maybe to think. The young woman had been anxious up to that point, but she stopped as well and examined the birdcage more closely. It seemed to elicit a tenderness from her. She ran one fingernail along the bars of the wire cage, marking out a tuneless scale like a child's xylophone. And then they moved on. Now, Molly. One birdcage could very well be an exhibit. Found object art. Very popular in Dadaism. But I'm sure your sentiment echoes many critics' sentiments. This is not art. Sure, I talked to them for a bit. Actually, we talked for quite a while. I wasn't busy. I was happy for the company. Can't sleep in a storm like that. I never could. Do you see how they got in? What'd you talk about? I can't sleep in a storm. Did you see how they got in? They came right in the front door. It wasn't locked. Your security here is kinda shitty. I wasn't gonna say, but... what did you talk about? I told him to put his umbrella away. I get great shelter right here. I had a bottle in my coat and I could see the old guy looking at it. And his leg was hurt pretty bad, so I offered him some. He got real awkward about it. I bet he's in a program. Anyway, they're asking about Dr. Truman. I remember him. He was here for a bit, and then he left. So that's what I told him. Weird. I'll put the umbrella away. Okay. Oh, I haven't heard of the rhinoceros. Maybe I have, I just don't remember. I must have learned about it in school. Because I went to art school. Yeah, the phone number was crazy. Let me post that in chat again. Yep. Call that when you're looking for something fun to do. Oops, I cut off a number. There we go. Oh, really, Molly? Okay, yeah. I very well may have read about it when we were learning about yeah, I had to take the history of art. It was 2 semesters, 4 credits each, so an 8 credit class. And we literally went from the cave paintings at Lascaux all the way up through like modern architecture. It was the most like intense course I like ever taken, and the exams were brutal. It was like one of those teachers where like you would have to like study a whole bunch of stuff, but he maybe would only ask you about like 10% of it, so you really never knew where to focus. And like it would be stuff like he would put up a slide of like an artwork or a piece of architecture, and it was all fill in the blank. Okay, who did this? Who is the artist? Who is the apprentice? What year was it? What style is it? Why was it important? Like, oh my god. And that was just like the identification. There were essays and multiple choice, and his multiple choice were like, in what year is this painting made? 1892, 1894, 1896. I'm like, oh my god, I know it was the late 1800s, but like the exact freaking like year, and he made the years like so close. Oh, yeah, class was hard. It was pretty hard, man. It was pretty hard, but I got an A. Because I was a beast in college. I was a beast. Man, I don't know how I did it. I would never be able to do that now. Now I'd just be like, whatever, I'll take the C. Oh, did we see? Oh, wait, did we look at? Oh, yeah, that's the one we just did. Okay. Okay, that's the chicken coop. That's the doghouse. That's the barn. What else haven't we seen? Let's go back down here. But I think there were people in there that were like taking it for like a second time because it was a requisite for your major. So like you had to do it. I hardly remember anything. Oh, no, I remember a good amount. But yeah, it was really hard. I really liked Duchamp. Learning about Duchamp was cool. Maybe that's why I want to do stained glass so badly. It is fun, but it so reminds me of Duchamp. And stained glass works. And Kuntz. Those freaking aluminum blow-up animals. Well, I guess that's it? That was the exhibit? Because it's not like... Oh, no, come on. Well, let me go over here. Oh, no. There we go. Aha. Yeah, they weren't gonna kill you on an elective. It's a mobile home, A1. So many of the properties we're looking at to buy, like, are mobile homes. And I'm like, well... He's like, no. Hard no. But we got the bus to live in. See, look at hun. There's our bus, and there's our home, and we got 20 acres. Yeah, I want the flat ceiling. Yeah. I guess I must have gone through some papers here. It was in some disarray, and a few folders were pulled out and left on the table. I mean, it wasn't too bad. I only noticed because Diane is such a stickler. She's real organized, I mean. What folders were they looking at? Yeah, mostly stuff about the building site. I guess they had a list of all the homes relocated here. A list of the original residences before we leveled the neighborhood. And I guess they were looking for one of the old residents. They pulled out a list of the folks who didn't take the offer or folks who moved elsewhere, but they filed that back, out of order. So I guess they didn't find what they were looking for there. Hey, while I have you here, work's kind of slowed down, and it seems like... I know you folks know what you're doing, but it seems like the residents are just kind of settling in. That's the idea. Yeah, I get that. Just, how about that roof, huh? You just write us a check and we'll finish it right up. I know you've got this museum thing going on, but you don't want to be slumlords now. I need a box and a box of concrete sofa and glass walls. Well, we have talked to an architect about that, and it's more expensive than it should be. As we build it ourselves, I swear to God, almost everything in my life comes back to, we'll just do it ourselves. Oh, it's going to be that much to build that? Okay, we'll just do it ourselves. But you can't get a construction loan if you do it yourself. That's the problem. They want you to be all, like, licensed and shit. Yeah, they came back and knocked on the window. We had a bit of a talk through the glass. I would have come out, but, you know, shady characters. That's so weird. They're saying they're saying that they're like shady and drunk. Like they're just rifling through shit. Like what the hell's going on? What do you talk about? They seem suspicious? Do you see them poking around rails? Yeah, why they seem suspicious? I already told you weirdos. Walk around door to door asking about Dr. Truman this late at night? I told them what I know, but in this weather? What do you know about Dr. Truman? I told him he moved in here the rest of us when you folks bought up the neighborhood, and then one day, his house was gone. That's all I know about that. I don't want to talk about that anymore. So Dr. Truman's house just vanished. And there's people living in this unfinished museum that they relocated. Another tiny home. I heard them banging around out there and I just stayed quiet. I don't know what they wanted. I just put my headphones on and tried to ignore them, to tell you the truth. Fred had the right idea. Like, some strangers outside. Click. Peace. Okay, are there any more homes to go look at? Yes, this one. Do you know, at first I thought he might be Hudson walking up to visit. I'd heard him working on his boat just a bit earlier before the storm started. But then I saw the stranger's limping gait, and the young woman with him, and I knew it couldn't be. I invited them in for a glass of bourbon, which they politely declined. So I just talked to them on the porch for a bit. Look at, they're cha-chaing down there. Broken geometry! I could have danced all night, my young petit chou. What was the stranger like? He was in a bad way. He seemed confused. He was asking about a basketball game. Thought he might be joking after all. It's not the season. It made his friend uncomfortable and she changed the subject. She asked about my house. Do you know, I don't believe either of them had ever set foot on a houseboat before? I didn't know if the older man had never seen an ocean, in fact. It had always been my fondest dream to retire on a houseboat. That's why I accepted your offer and moved in here. It isn't perfect, but what home ever is? No, I'm laughing because we have been like searching. We've been trying to buy a house for like 5 years. If you really want to go back to the start of the story, I mean, hundreds of homes we have looked at in like multiple states. It's just insane. I guess, babes, we know what we want. We're not gonna settle. I only wish the house would sway a bit. I find that settles my nerves. Well, we have another storm like this last one. Yeah, look at our houseboat. Cool. Oh, we got the tent down here. Who's in the tent? Do you talk to the people in the tent? They were hollering at that empty tent you folks have on display. Yeah, if anyone's staying there. I've been in worse positions. Okay, now I think we've explored everything, maybe? Hey, Jin. Yeah, I wanted to find out, I know a while ago when we talked, you said you were like still in training and waiting for them to give you some more work. So I wonder if now have you gotten the work you've been wanting? How's the job going? I think that's everything. Do we go over to this side? Let's just double check. Oh, it won't let you go to that side. Okay. Do we leave? What do we do? Go out here? There's the truck, but it won't let us. That's the farthest it lets us go. see if we missed something. Okay, it's as far as we can go that way. Oh snap. I just realized what time it is. We're in overtime. I started a little bit late though, so let's try to see if we can finish up here. Let's see if we went to everything. I thought we did. Went to the tent, went to that trailer, went to that trailer, went to the lady's houseboat. And we can't... Oh, did we go to the train? Let's see if we can go to the train. Can we go over here? No, we can't go over there. Okay. Let's go around the other way. Okay, and that's as far as we can go this way. Okay, so we've definitely explored everything here. Okay, so let's go back over to this side, maybe? Okay, let's see if we missed anything over here. Oh wait, we didn't go to this one back here, I don't think. Oh yes, did we? Huh, well let me go back by over that way. Okay. That's weird. Let's go back around here and see if we missed anything. No, not up the ramp, silly old man. Okay, there's the bird cage. There's the chicken coop. There's the guy we talked to with the guitars. Okay, there's the barn. There's the doghouse. Hi, Andrew. Is Gearsplaining up and running? We're just wrapping it up. I'm just trying to figure out why I can't get out of this board. Ooh, Asian, let's see what we got. Yeah, it's as far as I can go. It's been more downtime. Oh. Oh, an unborn client, okay. Oh, you know, forget it. Literally have to deal with it. I catch up on. Oh. That's crazy that they just have you mainly just sort of like warming a chair, I guess. Can you at least like work on other stuff while you're there? Or you're just sort of like twiddling your thumbs? You got distracted watching a bird watching stream? Ooh. Where did they have like just like a camera set up like outside? Where were they watching birds, and what birds were they? What am I missing? And he won't go over here. I feel like we've totally like, explored everything. Oh wow, that's awesome. Oh, so he had a mobile setup then. Walking around in Washington State, zooming in a lot of bald eagles and ducks. Wow. So he was doing like eventually what we want to do with our awesome camera that we got. Like I so badly want to do like mobile streams, just like walk around with like POVs with like the camera or something. Especially like when we do gigs. Like it is my goal one day that we have a mobile setup and we get booked for a gig, and literally from like when we wake up in the morning, stream what it's like the day you have a gig, because there's so much that goes on that most people don't know. You just like you show up, there's show, the performers, but like everything that goes on in the lead up to it, and then even after the show what goes on, it's like a totally different like perspective and world. I think that'd be awesome. Oh, you just sit there with your coworkers twiddling your thumbs? Oh my god. I've had to deal with absolutely terrible communication. That sucks. Have you already been looking for like another job? Oh, come on, let me leave. This is the Hotel California Mall. It won't let me leave. Carrying your stuff up 80 flights of stairs, some screaming, 80 hours of work for 30. Yeah, yes, Andrew gets it. Andrew totally gets it. Yeah, it's amazing how much goes into, for us typically DJs, like an hour. Like, everything that goes into just doing this performance for like 1 hour. It's nuts. Most of the time it's worth it. Most of the time. Sometimes you're just like, oh my god, yo, I don't want to do this. But it's never that you don't want to perform. It's just sometimes there are way too many headaches around an event and you're just like, this is not fun. But most of the time, yeah, that is like as soon as my set is done, I don't do any shots or liquor before my set. Like, no, I gotta stay focused. Maybe we'll do like a beer, but that's it. As soon as my set is done, I'm like, shot time. Let me go have my celebratory shot, because like these months and weeks of planning and all the headaches today is now over and I can finally relax and party. I'm like, yes. And then sometimes I party too hard. Depending on how stressful the show was. Oh man, Asian. Better time hearing back from HR than your managers? Yikes. Oh man. Well, why there are some elements of corporate America that will be the same across the board. It sounds like you're getting a rough introduction to work life. There are better places out there. Just see it as this is your first job out of school. I hope it'll get better. Well, I'm stuck, and it's now 10:45, and I say we're gonna pause here, and I'm gonna figure out next time how we can get out of the museum and look for Dr. Truman, because apparently I'm not finding it. Yeah, definitely just keep your feelers out there. Always be looking for a better opportunity or the next opportunity for sure. Did I miss something over here? I don't think so. I'm like, my OCD is like, I must finish this level before I end, but... Can I go through here to get to the train car? No. Weird. Okay, well, let me go end that there. Alright, let's go back to the main screen. We'll be right back. There we go. Hey, hi there. Hello, wow. Whoa. I feel like I need to like come back to this universe. That was a cool little journey. And that's what I love about this game. If you sort of like allow yourself to just completely fall into it. Yeah, it's like you journey into this like other dimension. And now I'm like, oh, I'm back. Is this real life? You know? Like, oh, camera, I never set my camera. I just realized it was autofocusing, which I usually turn off. Oh my god. Yeah, I was so out of it tonight. Okay, anyways. Yeah, Molly, I can't believe all the options on that phone call. Oh my god, Andrew, I'm gonna have to like clip some of that phone call. I think you'd like really, really like it. Oh yeah, here's the number again for everyone. Just call that number whenever you feel like it. Your lunch break, before you go to bed. Actually, it might be nice before you go to bed. I noticed since I've taken my mindfulness class, they're doing some mindfulness exercises. They're taking some mindfulness techniques and implanting it and incorporating it with some of this game. I've noticed. It's very interesting. Okay, let's see if Gear Splaining is up and about. They probably are by now. Oh, I'm gonna put up the little deer for you guys. Where'd he go? Where'd the deer go? Where'd it go? I had him up here. Did I not just add? Didn't I add the deer? And I don't see it. Oh, because it was on the game thing. Hold on. There we go. Zeke's Gazelle. Or Speaks. No, Zeke's. Speaks Gazelle. Yay. Oh, actually, no, he should. Actually, he should be over here. Today's show brought to you by Zeke's Speaks Gazelle. Oh dear. Hey Moonhouse, what's up? Oh, for Moonhouse and Andrew and Dax, I will be starting up my ambient and ASMR streams soon. I had to like tear down my entire studio, and I realized I'm missing some gear that I need that I had in my last location. So my keyboards are all set up. That's good. What I need is I do have my mic hooked up. I actually just ordered a proper like boom mic stand. So instead of having this thing like right here, like this stand right here, so I can't get to my keyboards, it's gonna be on like a mic. So I should just be able to like swing it out in front of me and swing it back, and that will leave all my hands open to play like my keyboards and stuff. So yeah, want to make sure it's just right. Asian, I know he wanted to prepare for applying to Amazon, and it's convinced me to do the same. Oh my god. All right, let me get back to Twitch World here. Who is on Gear Splaining? Gear Splaining. Let's go back to Twitch. We got Gear Splaining. Alright, let's go raid them. I think they're trying to provide some like anti-anxiety, like de-stressing like topics tonight. So let's go set up that raid. Thanks, Moon! Yeah, I feel bad. I'm like, hey, my stream's back up! And like, all I've done is like gaming. I'm also trying to pick like a night to do it. Because like Monday is like Synth Monday. Tuesdays, there's like a bunch of streamers I follow that are on. And then Wednesdays, I do this for you guys. Like Thursdays are sort of hard because A1 is streaming all Thursday. And then I'd be streaming at night. So I don't know. And then Friday's taken up. Saturday, I'm like toast. And Sunday, I sort of don't like to do stuff Sunday night because then I work Monday. So I'm like, oh. When am I gonna do it? Yeah, oh, Thursday. No, Thursday is Synth Thursday. Did I get that confused? Monday. Oh no, but you guys, yeah, the streams do sound like Monday and Thursdays, but yeah, I did nothing on Sunday night. I'm like, and I realized it'd be a good time to do it. There's not a lot of streamers on Sunday night, but that's sort of why. I find streaming on the weekends is really hard when you stream during the week, if you work full time. That pretty much leaves me like no time to do anything, including hanging out with my lovely partner, who's been so awesome and understanding. He's like a Twitch widow. But I'm only doing this one night a week. I know I gotta add some more days. I'm trying to figure it out. What am I doing? I'm raiding. Okay. I know, he's always like, I miss you. Are you done streaming? Let's go hang out. Like, yay! But he also likes I get to be so creative and free. An artist is not happy unless they are creating, I know firsthand. So the fact that I get to do this with you guys, and I get to do like makeup and costuming and like set design, like I remember I fooled Abs. This isn't an image. This is a proper background here. Like, yeah, I got some shit set up. Alright guys, well thank you so much for joining and thank you for the subs. We had some of you guys resubbing. Thank you so much. I have to see if I have another emote slot available. I did at one point. I don't think you lose emote slots. I actually submitted an emote and they never approved it. It was rAIchel, and she was like looking up and smiling, and and it just said let that shit go, but like shit wasn't spelled, you know, it was all like characters, but they never approved it. So like I said, apparently that's not okay, and a bunch of like boobs and panties for emotes are. So maybe if I just make a giant like AI butt, that'll be approved. Did I spell that right? Gear splaining? I did spell it right. Alright guys, thank you so much again. I should be back up with my ambient ASMR hopefully in like 2 weeks. 2 weeks. I hate to make you guys keep waiting, but yeah, lots of things going on. So thank you to the Speaks Gazelle. We learned about gravity assist space travel, orbital slingshot, and we'll see what we put together next week. Alright. Bye.